Rats, water leaks, flooding, unsafe water, erratic heat, the subject of repeated complaints about the Raven apartments along East Dartmouth Avenue.
Every household has complained at some point over the last 5 years I've been here.
Benji Stark is a plaintiff in one of 2 lawsuits filed this month, alleging that the owners and managers of the Raven have repeatedly left them for days or weeks at a time in unsanitary conditions, or without heat, or water, or all 3.
Right now, you're looking at day 29 without hot water. And that's me in 100 units, just so you know, not just myself.
The online dashboard for the Denver Health Department shows 537 substantiated violations since May 2022, like an apartment where the temperature never climbed above 60, even when the thermostat was set at 80, hot water that never got above 73 degrees, doorways missing weather stripping, cockroaches. For Stark, a full-time student working 2 jobs, finding another home isn't an option.
Yeah, everyone who can get out does. But yeah, there's a lot of people in this community like myself who can't afford to just up and move.
And he wants the problems fixed, not a new place to live.
It's a great location, the layout is fine. If it was just a maintained property, this really honestly would be like an advertisement for this place, and it's kind of a pity.
2 of these suits name the ownership group and the management company involved in these apartments. We left messages for both today. We haven't heard back from either one. One of the suits names a third firm it alleges was involved in running this operation. We could not even find any place to leave a message for that company. Reporting live in Southeast Denver, Kevin Vaughn, 9 News.
All right, Kevin, thank you. A Weld County judge has sentenced a woman for a crash that killed an off-duty deputy. Kayla Carroll pleaded guilty to vehicular homicide and reckless driving last December. The crash happened on Christmas Eve 2023. Authorities say Carroll crossed the center line on Weld County Road 49 and crashed head-on into Joshua Malloy. He had been a deputy there with the Adams County Sheriff's Office for almost 3 years when he was killed. The sheriff says he was a husband and father and had previously served in the U.S. Marine Corps. A judge sentenced Carroll to 8 years probation.
Coloradans are bird flu free after no one tested positive for the disease at a farm in Weld County that experienced an outbreak. State and local agencies were investigating the farm after the virus was detected at an egg production line late last month. The Colorado Department of Public Health did test 4 workers who reported mild symptoms, but all results tested negative for bird flu. Officials say they are working to fully eliminate the virus from the farm, and that includes mass killing of poultry. This comes weeks after state leaders issued a disaster declaration in the county over suspected outbreak. The health department says they have confirmed no cases of bird flu in Colorado since 2024.
A federal appeals court in Denver has ordered a lawyer to pay $1,000 for using AI to submit a legal filing filed with fake case citations. This was first reported by our partners at Colorado Politics. The court found Kusim Linda Armasing used unverified ChatGPT citations. She represented herself while suing Frontier Airlines for discrimination back in June of 2023. As part of her appeal, she cited 7 prior cases. Judges noted they could not find those cases. She later admitted she used AI and believed the citations to be accurate. This case appears to be the second one involving fake AI-generated citations the court has had to address. Federal and state judges alike have started cautioning lawyers about using AI in legal filings without verifying the results.
The National Laboratory of the Rockies and Golden, formerly known as NREL, is cutting more than 100 jobs to deal with federal funding cuts. The lab is one of the country's leading centers for renewable energy research and innovation, founded in the wake of the 1973 oil crisis. This week, cuts include people who work in research and operation roles. This adds to the more than 100 layoffs made in May. The lab says the cuts were due to federal budget changes and operational challenges. The Energy Department renamed the lab in December, saying the new name reflected the Trump administration's energy priorities. As hundreds of Olympians battle it out for gold in Milan and Cortina, one athlete is finding new meaning to compete.
U.S. figure skater Maxim Naumov dedicated his Olympic debut performance to honor his parents. They died in that mid-air collision over the Potomac River in Washington, D.C. last year. 67 people died in the crash, including a group of 28 U.S. figure skating athletes, coaches, and family members. Namov posted a qualifying score of 85.65. It's a result that had most of the arena standing and applauding. It's a remarkable moment for this young man. He held up a childhood photo of himself with his parents on the stage as the score was read aloud. The results are expected to be enough for him to continue competing for a medal.
History was made on the ice for women's hockey. Team USA handed Canada its first Olympic shutout ever. In today's preliminary round matchup, the Americans scored 5 goals against their rivals. Layla Edwards scored her first Olympic goal, and Captain Hillary Knight broke the U.S. record for Olympic points in career history. Canada was without their team captain. She suffered a lower body injury in Monday's game.